Welcome, everyone. And thank you so much. You'll get lots of thank yous today, but thank you so much for supporting this concert and giving me the opportunity to share some of my music, a very small amount of my music with you. I'm going to first invite up our president, Mark Lamb, an incredibly devoted member and president of our congregation, to say a few words. Mark. It should be. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, welcome everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Temple Israel of Greater Miami. I'm the president of Temple Israel. As Cantor mentioned, my name is Mark Lamb, and I want to thank first Cantor Nelson and her family for their generous donation of the proceeds of this concert to Temple Israel. The proceeds of this concert will be used to fund Temple Israel's music program. I also want to thank Leah and Jesse Goldstein Foundation, the Henry and Zelma Family Foundation, and Candace Russell for their support. Now, I'm as excited as you are to what promises to be an extraordinary afternoon. And it's now my honor to introduce our Director of Music Emeritus, Dr. Alan Mason.
Thank you very much. Great to be here. Great to honor Cantor Nelson by celebrating 40 years of musical composition. How many of you have ever spent a Shabbat away from your home congregation? Have you ever spent a Shabbat in London? I have. Have you ever spent a Shabbat at Beit Tefillah in Tel Aviv on the water? I have. Have you ever spent a Shabbat in any temple in America? I have. What is something that will be anywhere you go? Anywhere I've been, be it Israel, the Rome synagogue, any synagogue on the East Coast, there's something that is always there. And it's this. For Cantor, and Dina is here. The famous Baruch Hu will be with you anywhere you go on a Friday night. I promise you, because I've been a lot of synagogues, and it's always there. Cantor Nelson, if you would please introduce Psalm 96, the first selection on the program.
Yes. Let me turn this off. I don't need it. The very first piece, we're really treated in a major way. The soloist today is incredible. She's traveled the entire world. She's been singing in her house, in her bathroom, outside on the playground. Wait till you hear this gorgeous. This is a young budding voice, a beautiful, beautiful voice. Thank you, Mama, for bringing her. Okay, so we're going to open with Sing a Brand New Song. And Sing a Brand New Song was written as you can see, in 2021. A lot of my music, a lot of my newer things came during COVID because, as you know, it's a difficult time, and for a long time, I would say several months, I was kind of dark and I didn't really do a lot creatively, and then I thought, well, this doesn't seem like it's ending, so either do something or feel sorry for yourself. So I decided to celebrate, and I wrote Sing a Brand New Song, which was done with a very large choir from all over the country. And here it is with the wonderful, wonderful soloist Eden Cherkis. All right, my daughters, I expect one of those. Okay. Boy, I'm killing myself. It's not my strength. Okay. All right. The next piece is going to be performed by the wonderful Susan Linder. Just like the Baruch Hu is sung all over the world, well, Susan Linder is known in every Jewish synagogue, camp, convention, WCN, Shir Chadash, Shir this, whatever. Everyone loves Susan. So when she's not singing today, you'll notice that she becomes a photographer. I just want to tell you something, and I know she wants to say a word or two. I started writing music when I was around 9 years old. My first settings were psalm settings, believe it or not. My dad bought me a book of psalms. I was also writing sweet little songs about my puppy and things like that too, but I started to write a little bit more mature. And then when I got into my teens, I wrote a piece called Small and Proud. I was working at a synagogue. I think I was working at Beth Shalom at the time I wrote it, and on Miami Beach. And before, I sang it there, and that was it. And then the next thing I heard it was at Camp Coleman. So I'll let Susan tell you the rest.
everybody. I think I probably know everybody here. That's nice.
I'm sure you do.
So yes, it turned up at Camp Coleman, and I was just a first-time camper, and my song leader was Lisa Verona Siegel, and she sang this song. It was the first time I ever heard the name Rachelle Nelson, and I thought, I love this song. I came home, I sang it wherever I could, sang it for years and years and years, and I also said at the time that I wanted to be Lisa Siegel when I grew up. So I hope I'm making you proud, Lisa Siegel. And then when Cantor Nelson came to Betham 31 years ago, I had sung with Rachelle probably in several different occasions, but she was the new cantor at my synagogue, and I thought, that's the one who wrote Small and Proud. I'm so happy about that. So this is Small and Proud, which I practiced, but I think I remember it from my fabulous music teacher who taught me many years. We are a very small people, existing in a world so very large, and we must sound our voices clear and full of dignity to show the world that we are proud. If we hide in our shell, too embarrassed to tell that we don't know what Judaism means, then we're starving ourselves of the glory and the wealth that religion can give to our lives. I've said so few words, but my heart begins to hurt, and I hope that you will hear all that I say. When you're asked what's your faith, say I'm Jewish and be proud. Let us love, let us strive, let us pray. Don't reject who you are, break the shell and the bars, and join hands in the spirit from above. If we work as a whole, no more actors in the role, we will light the world with brotherhood and love. We are a very small people, existing in a world so very wide. America, our heart, but Jerusalem, our soul, with the Torah as our shelter and our pride. We may seek in its fold for our substance and our soul, for the strength that mere muscles never lend. Through the centuries long, this has always been our song, and we'll sing it till the very world will end. I've said so few words, but my heart begins to hurt, and I hope that you will hear all that I say. When you're asked what's your faith, say I'm Jewish and be proud. Let us love, let us strive, let us pray. Don't reject who you are, break the shell and the bars, and join hands in the spirit from above. If we work as a whole, no more actors in the role, we will light the world with brotherhood and love. If we work as a whole, no more actors in the role, we will light the world with brotherhood and love.
How'd I do?
Great. Yeah? Sounded good?
It was great. I just want you to know that I literally knew 4 guitar chords. So that's why that song has 4 guitar chords. That was my first guitar playing.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate. Is the microphone very fortunate that the cantors and synagogue musicians have an opportunity every summer to gather at National Convention. The National Cantors Convention in 2015 was hosted in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I remember vividly Cantor Lisa Siegel and I were the chair people. We brought everyone there, and it was decided, since the Reform movement has its most honored composer living in Florida, let's invite Cantor Nelson to write a new work for the convention. The Fort Lauderdale Convention took place on the water, so there was a water theme. Rachelle took the text Eli, Eli by the Holocaust-era poet Hannah Senesh and set it in a new, beautiful idiom for the cantors to present at the convention, and this is Eli, Eli in a setting written in 2015.
I also want to give credit to my daughter, Rebecca Yaris, because as I was writing it, I said, Rebecca, I'm having trouble with the second section. She'd never written anything in her life, and she helped me write the second section. So it's written by me and my daughter. The next piece you're going to hear will not be sung, unfortunately, by Cantor Rachelle Nelson. She had a death in her family. But it will be sung by my truly favorite opera singer, dearest friend and colleague, Susanna Diaz. This Hashkivenu was written, I don't know how many of you might have known him, but Cantor Stuart Piddle had graduated cantorial school about a year or two before me. And he'd come down to Miami and he had started working at was then Bet Brera. And then I took a year off from school because I was having a lot of issues with my stomach. I came home for a year knowing that I was going to go back to cantorial school. But in that year I met Stuart. He became my best friend. He was the first person that I saw when I opened my eyes after my babies were born. And he was the godfather of my children. Tragically, he had a very bad heart and he died in his 40s. It was a heartbreaking moment to lose such a dear friend. And I went back to the office after the funeral And I went and I was in my office and I found a piece of paper sitting on my desk. And it was from my rabbi at that time, Rabbi Terry Bookman. He had left me some words because he saw that I was in so much pain. And with those words, I created this version of the Hashkivenu.
There was a movement, the Reform Judaism, what is it called, our movement? Union for Reform Judaism, put out a program. In the late 1990s, they researched a new program called Synagogue 2000. Music to rejuvenate the synagogue. In 2000, we're going to create a new reform movement. Okay, thank you. So this beautiful Hashkivenu we're going to hear is in the publication they put out, Rachelle's publication of Hashkivenu. It's published in the section of songs for healing, chant, and prayer. So those of us who go back with Cantor Nelson 30, 35, 40 years ago, as many of us do, Rachelle and I go back 35 years, all of this sacred music was presented to me originally in her own handwritten notation with pencil and paper. It's always quite surprising to us when we research a program and find that all the works that we knew in Rachelle's pencil-written notation are also available in real published copies. So it's always interesting to see what the composer did and then what a publisher does when they get to it. The next selection is Petach Lanu, our dear friend, who is the soloist? Lisa? Cantor Lisa Siegel?
Cantor Lisa Siegel and Suzanne
And
Diaz.
Susie Diaz. Petach Lanu is from the end of the Nila service when we ask that the gates be open so we may be given another year of life.
I just want to say it's not easy to sing after Susie Diaz, who was my voice teacher as well.
Right. I did it to torture you.
Thank you, Rachelle. Story of my life.
Open the gates for us even now, when the gates are closing and the day begins to fade. Oh, the day is fading, the sun is setting. Let us enter your gates, let us enter your gates.
I'll beat the tambourine, you'll be right? Sure. Oziv Zimrat Yah. This, by the way, was Stuart's favorite piece, Cantor Stuart Piddle. So I wrote this here at Temple Israel. In fact, I wrote some of my greatest pieces in my young years here at Temple Israel. Lisa always said to me that, like, those were some of my best works. Oziv Zimrat Yah. I've always tried to be very true to text, so that because I've seen so many composers said a text that doesn't make any sense with the melody. Like they'll do a Micha Mocha that's heartbreaking, and a Micha Mocha is all about freedom and joy. And then you'll get this really solemn Micha Mocha. So obviously they either drowned or they're scared of water when they wrote it. I don't know. It's a very confusing thing. So if I hear a freedom song, I'm going to write joyously. And if I hear water, I'm going to try to depict the water in my piano playing just the way an artist would depict it on a canvas. So I hope you hear the piano. Da, 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 da. That's the waves as the Jews cross the sea. And when they get finally to the other side of the sea, they absolutely go into a total ecstatic joy, singing Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, who is like you, Eternal One. And thank you, God, for bringing us to the other side. Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go backwards for 1 second. I just want to say, as Cantor Nelson said, I do love some of her early pieces, like Petach Lana, which you just heard, and I think that some of you who are here from Temple Beth Shalom, and thank you for being here, recognize that from the Ne'ilah service. And I want to just say that OZ has a special place in my heart because it was my audition piece for cantorial school for a reform, modern, contemporary repertoire, and I just really have a soft spot in my heart for this piece. I didn't even remember that.
That's wonderful. You got in.
Wasn't easy.
Oziv Zimratya Vayili Shua
Oziv Zimratya Vayili Shua
Adonai ish milchama Adonai shama Makevot paro v'chiloi aravayam Umivchar shali shavtu beru v'yamesu Oziv Zimratya Vayili Shua
Oziv Zimratya Vayili Shua. Kamocha Olim Adonai, Mi kamocha ne'edar b'kodesh, Mi kamocha Olim Adonai, Mi kamocha ne'edar b'kodesh, no tehilot oseh melech, no tehilot oseh melech, no tehilot oseh melech, no tehilot oseh melech. Mi kamocha Olim Adonai, Mi kamocha ne'edar b'kodesh, Mi kamocha Olim Adonai, Mi kamocha ne'edar b'kodesh.
Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
Love you.
At Temple Israel, for a short one-year period, 1995, 1996, we had a cantor here named Hollis Shackner. Rachelle was training her to make application to cantorial school. So she was an aspiring cantor, and I was the musical director instructor for her here at that time, around 1995. And Hollis and Rachelle collaborated on a simple lullaby, Yehi Leretzon, may the words of my mouth. And for years, it only existed in their handwritten chicken scratch. And now it's published and everyone in the country sings it. The original setting is in a beautiful two-part duet. And we have joining Rachelle is Cantor Sharon Alkalay-Lebovich from my synagogue, Bet Shirah congregation. So thank you for singing with us. Thank you.
Okay. Give you the taller mic.
I just wanted to tell you that when I learned this piece about 23 years ago, not only did I fall in love with it, I've been singing it at every high holiday and everywhere I can stick it. I love it.
That's wonderful.
And this is the first time I get to sing it with the composer.
That's true. And when you hear this voice, you'll say, wow, Rachelle, can you sing like her?
You wrote it for me.
I try. Yeah, I wrote it for you for sure. It wasn't written for me.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי אדוני צורי וגואלי May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי אדוני צורי וגואלי.
Thank you, Manny, for teaching me chest voice. That's all I can say. Where are you, Manny? Where's my wonderful vocal coach? Manny. Everybody, you see that guy back there? Wave your hand again, Manny. He is a part of my soul. He's not just my friend, he's my soul friend. Manny has taught many of the people here, but it's not just a voice teacher that makes a great voice teacher. It's a teacher that becomes entwined with you as a human being and your soul, so that they don't teach every student the same way. And I'm not to be taught the same way another child is or anything else, but that takes a very sensitively brilliant and talented gift. And Manny, you've got that gift, so thank you. Manny Perez, thank you. Thank you. Okay, what's next? All right. Okay. So, as Alan mentioned, one of my greatest loves and passions is teaching young people. I have helped bring a lot of people to cantorial school over the years, and that has probably one of the legacies that I hope will remain long, long after me. And I am now working with some incredible talents. One of them right now is a young person that came to me. Her name, actually, Cantor Siegel recommended she call me. Her name is Rebecca Gladstone. Rebecca is fresh out of college. She wants to be a cantor, but she also wants to be able to, she doesn't want to go in the traditional style of cantorial school. She wants to learn from me, learn from other cantors, and then she wants to go and share her talents in a very different way out in the Jewish world. I am so thrilled to be working with her, and this next piece, Biyad Chazakah, which means a strong hand, was inspired by the Passover story. So Rebecca, my student, my friend, my colleague, come sing.
It is the story we remember. We were slaves in Egypt's sand, bent down in heavy labor, dreaming of our promised land. We tell the story to remember of their curses and their sting, of our people's tears so bitter. We were slaves, and so we sing. Avadim hayinu lefaro b'mitzrayim v'yotzienu Adonai misham. Avadim hayinu lefaro b'mitzrayim v'yotzienu Adonai misham. Yad hazekah, yad hazekah, yad hazekah, u'bizro'a netuya. Yad hazekah, yad hazekah, yad hazekah, u'bizro'a netuya. It is the story of our people. We are strangers, one and all. As a light unto the nations, champions of freedom's call. Wherever slavery is found, wherever one yearns to be free, Jewish hearts show understanding as we recall our history. Avadim hayinu lefaro b'mitzrayim v'yotzienu Adonai misham. Avadim hayinu lefaro b'mitzrayim v'yotzienu Adonai misham. Yad hazekah, yad hazekah, yad hazekah, u'bizro'a netuya. Yad hazekah, yad hazekah, yad hazekah, u'bizro'a netuya.
So remember, I was telling you I'm working with these wonderful people. Well, some of them are in their early 20s, and some of them are in their teens, and that's the wonderful thing that somehow God brings me, sends my energy, and then brings me these beautiful people in my life. So I'm working with two young, wonderful people right now. I'm working with Jazz Mizrahi, who wants to be a cantor. Similar, maybe perhaps a similar path like Rebecca. We're going to get to know if that's going to work for her too. And then a young man as well, Mason Lang. Mason is in high school. He's going to start the New World School next year, whereas Jazz is starting college. Thank God she'll be in Miami where I can keep working with her. And Mason, of course, is a wonderful, brilliant actor and singer. Both of them also studying with Manny. So you're going to hear a real treat now. I think who comes up first? I don't have my program in front of me. Who's up next? And you're singing in the Hashki Venu. You did hear a Hashki Venu already. So this is a more modern setting that I wrote during COVID.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, V'ha'amidenu shomreinu lehayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom.
And that's Jax, not Jazz, although it's not a bad name for you. And now, Mason Lang is going to come up, and he's going to sing. You know what? I should mention a few things. I did want to say a couple things about the pieces. First of all, what I meant to mention earlier also is that during the period of time that COVID came along, I reached out to lyricists because that's never been my real strong point. Once I start working on a lyric, it catches on, and then I become a great partner in it. But it's not the first thing I always do. I always like to have the lyrics ready, and then I hear music through lyrics. That's how my brain has always worked. So I always hear song and beautiful lyrics. So I think I went online, and I joined what's called the Women Cantors Network, and I reached out and I said, is anybody here, write words and would like to work with me? Because everybody was home and alone and miserable. And I got some bites, and these people became extremely, extremely dear to me. So just looking back at a little bit here, so the Hashkivenu, let's see, the Hashkivenu that was just sung was I worked with someone named Marge Eisman, who's a very, very talented lyricist. We worked from Michigan to Miami, wherever she was. And then, she's in Milwaukee. I knew you were going to correct me. You see, Susie knows everybody. Well, wait, Lisa knows everybody, but Susie knows where everybody lives and what they do for a living. I cannot improvise. I have to have everything written down for these people. Okay, so Marge helped me write those beautiful words. She actually was in Miami, and she came and worked with me. Then the Sim Shalom you're going to hear now was inspired by my beautiful friend and colleague and lyricist named Julie Brandon. Where does Julie live, Susie? Where? She lives in Illinois. All right. Okay. So Julie, I know you're listening, so at least we know you're in the right place. So that's going to be that, and you'll hear a Ritzay coming up. Again, those words will be Julie Brandon. So anyway, without further ado, may I please bring up my wonderful young colleague, Mason Lang. He's from Miami.
Sim shalom tova uvracha en v'hesed v'rachamim. Sim shalom tova uvracha en v'hesed v'rachamim. Goodness and peace, blessings and grace, word
to get published, a writer or a creator or an artist or anything? You know, it's hard to get published unless you're Cantor Rachelle Nelson, in all the books that have always been used in synagogues and schools. Susan, the Bible of them all is the complete Shirenu, right? To be in the complete Shirenu is to arrive in the world of Jewish music. This is our Bible. This is an old beat-up copy. Even the accompanist gets his own copy. And being in the world of academia, I'm a retired university professor. I love publishing. Rachelle, congratulations on being such a distinguished composer, being so beautifully recognized in our movement with many, many published works. So it's just an honor to know a composer like you and to include you.
So we're going to invite up now my dear colleague and friend, Lisa Siegel, Cantor Lisa Siegel. She's going to sing a piece that I was commissioned to write for Cantor Judy Rowland's daughter for her bat mitzvah. Judy Rowland, I had recommended to Rabbi Perlmutter, who was here for so many years, Rex Perlmutter, I had recommended that when he went to Baltimore that he take Judy with him. So they enjoyed a long career together there. And this was a piece that she commissioned me to write for her daughter, Light of Torah.
May your eyes always sparkle with the light of Torah, and your ears hear the music of its words. May the space between each letter of the scrolls bring warmth and comfort to your soul. B'mo Torah, be'eznayich tashevna limat hatfilah, lulikbek yenachem ve'yagel, b'shomech et milot ha'chochmah. May the syllables draw holiness from your heart, and may this holiness be gentle and soothing to the world. May your study be passionate and meanings bear more meanings until life itself arrays itself to you as a dazzling wedding, dazzling wedding, dazzling wedding feast. Lushinu non rador komim, gibolei tolamech bishlal zevayim, lukol milah hayotzet mipich tashrei nom uvarcha svivech. And may your conversation, even of the commonplace, be a blessing to all who listen to your words, and see the Torah glowing on your face, on your face, on your face, on your face.
I've written a love song for each of my daughter's weddings. Is everything okay? Did someone say something? No, okay. For each of my daughter's weddings. My daughter Leah, who was married a little over a year ago, I wrote a setting of the Dodie Lee. And so I've asked the bride to come sing with me.
When you're the cantor's daughter, you can commission her to write as many songs as you want.
Rachelle, would you like to hear your sister's words?
My who? What?
Yeah.
What?
Who said that? Yes. Evie said something for you.
Oh, sure.
Hi, everybody. This is Eve Nelson. I am Rachelle's younger sister, and I am speaking to you from Los Angeles at my recording studio. And I feel terrible that I can't be there today.
You should.
But I did want to share a few thoughts about my sister and her music and how she has influenced me in my life. I had the privilege of being 9 years younger than Rachelle, so I got to be a part of all of her musical adventures. She was hanging out and doing music with some of the Miami greats, like Iris Sullivan. She was singing in an incredible choir at the University of Miami called the Sunshine Celebration. And I was always a part of those adventures, and I was absolutely captivated and knew that I wanted to go on to be a musician myself because of my sister. Rachelle has a very deep gift of melody. Once you hear her melodies, you never forget them. She has this unique way of fusing gorgeous traditional Jewish melodies with more pop Broadway textures. It's just a wonderful mix and creates these songs that live on and will probably live on forever in the Jewish community. I love you, sis, and I congratulate you on an absolutely brilliant, very, very long career. Mazel tov.
Oh, thank you. Wherever you are, sis, thank you. Okay, so now that we're both verklempt, are you ready? Okay, hold on to your mother. Here we go.
Dodili vanilo haroe bashoshanim. Dodili vanilo haroe bashoshanim. My beloved, he is mine. I am his. He feasts in fields among the lilies. I am his. Dodili vanilo haroe bashoshanim. Dodili vanilo haroe bashoshanim. When the day it goes so gently, I am his. And night and dawn disappear, I am his. Dodili haroe bashoshanim. Dodili vanilo haroe bashoshanim. Dodili.
I know.
I get too verklempt.
Billy, that was beautiful. Thank you. Everybody, this is like one of the most beautiful gifts in my life. This is Billy Whitman. I have a lot I can say about Alan, but I don't want to. I want to make sure I don't forget about Billy. Billy came to Temple Beth Am where I was working. How long was it? About 12 years ago? Would you say 15? When was it, Susan? Susan, where does he live? Minnesota. Anyway, Billy and his wife kind of came wandering into Beth Am one day, kind of looking for a place to rest their spiritual soul. And we were so lucky to have him. And he started doing a few things oddly here and there. And before I knew it, he was my partner on Friday nights, always off to my side. And the combination of his incredible talent and the human being that he is, the passionate man he is, we agree on everything liberal. You're my man. So thank you, Billy. There's a group called Nosh and Knowledge. They spell it K-N-O-S-H and Knowledge. I think, Susie, were they born out of the WCN? Thank you, Susie. She's going to go with me to every show from now on. And anyway, this group, what? Yeah, you already do. That's true. Including we do a program on Thursday nights called The Jewish Voice. It's not on every week, but it's not going to be on this week because of Shavuot, but it'll be on the following week. We just had Craig Taubman, who was brilliant. But, oh, we had Dr. Alan Mason on the program. Yes, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. So, the Nosh and Knowledge group texted me and asked if I would do a workshop on whatever I wanted, and I decided to do something on how you turn words into music. So I had basically 50 minutes on Zoom with 8 wonderful women who were all talented in their own right, and I had 50 minutes to teach them how I take words and turn them into music. So I said to them basically, I'm just going to get vulnerable right in front of you here. I'm going to pick an Oseh Shalom text because it's easiest. We all know it. We're familiar with it. And I want you to help me. I said, I'm going to kind of work the melody, and I want you to help me with the words so that we can create something beautiful. And this is the Oseh Shalom that we came up with. Yeah, you're in charge. Oseh Shalom. במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו אמן. Maker of peace all around us, maker of peace, you surround us, shine a light on Israel, and all people everywhere, let us say Amen. Oseh Shalom. everything, but you know, you never know what can happen in 50 minutes. Okay, so now, as we're moving very close to the end of a program, I just kind of wish it wouldn't stop. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm going to invite back up Mason and Jax, and we're going to sing a Rachelle that I wrote also with the words of Julie Brandon and the lyrics helping me. And this is as I was sort of coming out, actually, of COVID. This was, the light started shining a little bit more, and I was basically getting ready to say goodbye to 29 years at Temple Beth Am, and hello back to my home of Temple Israel, where I began. And so the light started to come back. Rachelle.
As we lift our hearts to
I need? Yeah, that would be great. So let's see, who was going to help me with that? Mason. Mason, go over to Lewis. Wait, there was also some, only a kid could do that and not fall over. All right, wait, where's my blue bag? Where's my blue bag? My blue bag was sitting right here. No, it's here. Hold on one second. Oh man, you have to light it. Well, you know, it doesn't always, you know, best plans of mice and men. Where are the sparklers? Where's the sparklers? Are they down there? Does anybody here have a birthday today? Lisa has. Who else has a birthday? Bill, get up here. Lisa, get up here. Where's the, oh, right. Yeah, right, the lighter was in the bag too. Just keep hanging in there. Here, we got him. Got it, Jack. We don't need any plates. We're just going to make a whole lot of sparkles. Just wait, choir. Anybody who's got a birthday, get up here. Guys, this week, this year, they want me to burn myself. You know what? Forget it. Choir, here we go. Happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, dear Lisa. We'll leave this right down here. You can eat it right after. All right, so you might as well stay up here, Lisa.
I need the music.
Okay, Mason, stay up here. Everyone from all the soloists, please come back up here. I have a few things, a few thank yous, and then we will sing us off to a wonderful dessert reception with a shahakiano in just a moment. Okay, Susie, you're going to have to give your phone to someone else to take pictures, like Michael, like Chad. Okay, some thank yous. So, I first want to thank, because I want to make sure that he gets the #1 billing, my incredible friend, colleague, musical director, my confidant, Dr. Alan Mason. And I want to thank this incredible choir. And Louis, and Jeannie, and Wisley, and Jean-Pierre. Thank you all. Also, thank you to our executive director. Where's Shari? Oh, she's downstairs already. To Shari Dabowski, who's always behind the scenes. She's incredible. And our staff of Isabel and Tess. Thank you guys so much. To our brilliant sound engineer, Maria Ayerbe. God, she can do anything with a room. Along with Diego Clavijo, I think. All right, thank you both so much. Thank you both, Maria. To all the soloists who are standing here, who are my friends, who are my village, who have supported me all these years. To the latest member of the village. Yay! Give him one. There you go. There you go. Okay, and finally, some thank yous to my family, to my sister Eve, who surprised me with that beautiful thing. So thank you so much. Her talents know no bounds, and she has been more than just a sister. She has been my rock in so many times in my life. To my incredible daughters, to my Rebecca and my Leah, and their devoted and wonderful husbands, Reed and Jesse, who I love so much. To my puppy Lila Toe, who's sleeping up here, who keeps me feeling grounded and giving me unconditional love. To all of you who are here today, you could have been any place else, but you came to support me and to support the music I write. And I know each and every of your faces. I've memorized them throughout the program, and I thank you for taking the time out of your Sunday in 100-degree weather to come here and be with us. Thank you so much. And finally, let's see. I'm gonna make sure didn't leave any. Did I leave anyone out, Susan?
Cantor Rachelle Nelson.
No. So we're gonna sing us out with my Shehechianu. If you know it, sing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please join us downstairs. We're going to have a wonderful reception. Mwah. Thank you to all of you for supporting us.